In the shadow of the new Horseshoe Casino on opening night.
The suspects in a brutal garage beating nearly a dozen men in black. Tonight, Carl Monday with video of the beating never seen before, not even by police.
Who are we?
This is the story about the men in black.
No, not them. These guys, 11 men dressed in black, head to toe, approaching a parking garage a block away from Tower City. Opening night of the Horseshoe Casino.
My truck was parked here facing out.
Anthony Walker worked around security that night. Around midnight, he saw a homeless man breaking into a car and chased him away. He picked up a coin tray that was tossed to the ground and went back to the vehicle to return it. That's when he says he was ambushed by a man who turned out to be the vehicle's owner, one of the men in black.
And I walked back here. That's when he punched me in the back of the head, bam, bam, squeezing my throat. So I went out this way trying to just get out while I at the same time screaming, I'm security, I'm security.
Walker tried to break away. He didn't get far.
Boom, like, bam, like that right there in the back of my head. And then that spent me around, and then that's when he came like this, bam, and hit me up against this.
Walker says the other men in black followed him to the outside parking ramp and finished him off.
And I'm like, I'm security, I'm security. And then that's when one of them, he just grabbed me like a 360 and just 360 me right down here on the ground. Bam! Like that. After they done kicked me and stomped me.
There's more to this story than just a beatdown in a downtown parking garage. Walker works for RCAP Security. A company attorney says RCAP devoted significant resources to investigating this matter. Says neither Walker or the men in black wanted to file a police report, and no one was seriously injured. We know that's not the case.
He looked really scary. I mean, he scared me so bad. I fell to my knees.
Walker's wife, Sherry, shocked to see her beaten 58-year-old husband, who somehow drove himself home to South Euclid after the incident.
He couldn't breathe. His eyes was getting big. His neck was so swollen.
Sherry did what someone at the scene should have done. Called an ambulance.
911, where's your emergency? Hurry up. Something's going on. My throat is closing up on it. This whole neck is swollen. I don't know what to do.
Walker spent the next 4 days in Hillcrest Hospital with potentially serious neck and throat injuries.
They just sent him home. Go home. And let these guys get away with doing what they did to him. It's not fair. It's not fair at all.
So why didn't anyone here call an ambulance? And did anyone really investigate the beating? Did anyone bother to check to see if there were surveillance cameras in the area? We did. In fact, we found one right on the side of this building, aimed directly at the parking garage next door. Fortunately, someone did cooperate with us, the folks at the United Church of Christ, who own the building and operate the camera. There they are. At our request, church security played back surveillance video from that night. Take a good look. That's video of, count 'em, 11 men dressed in black, walking down the ramp next door and into the parking garage. There's activity in the garage. About a minute later, that's Anthony Walker hobbling up the ramp, followed by the men in black. So that's you on the ground right there?
Yeah, that's me on the ground.
Just like he told us, Walker was then slammed to the ground and kicked repeatedly by his attackers. So why were no charges filed? After all, police were called to the scene. Yes, that's a Cleveland patrol car pulling up the garage ramp. 2 officers, including what appeared to be a supervisor, questioned Walker and some of the men in black who stuck around. But we've seen no evidence a police report was ever filed. Better question, who were these mystery men in black anyway?
I'm not sure. One time I heard one guy say something about security. He said something about Horseshoe.
The garage does advertise casino parking. The Horseshoe spokesperson told us they don't employ anyone who wears all black. And during 3 trips to the casino, we couldn't find anyone fitting that description. The neck and throat injuries have forced Walker, a trained musician, to put his musical career on hold, all because of a crazy night for a man recently honored by the mayor himself.
I could have very well died in that garage that night for some change in an ashtray. That's what this was all about. I could have died for some pennies and some change in an ashtray.
Carl Monday, 19 Action News.